Hello, Namaskar, good evening. This is Balneet. I welcome all of you to Daily News Analysis session by Tathastu Institute of Civil Services. Let's quickly start today's session. In today's newspaper, we do not have many news, but one or two important editorials which we need to discuss from the exam perspective. Nikhil, comments. Good evening, Deepak. Yeah, let's quickly start. Giving you a quick brief of what all we're gonna start with. The first, what an empty plate of food should symbolize. So here the editorial is talking about the food loss as well as the food wastage in par with the climate change, in par with the SDG goals. So today there is a day, that is 29th of September, we celebrate the International Day of Awareness on the food loss as well as the food wastage. Editorial यही कह रहा है कि इंडिया एवरी ईयर अराउंड रुपीज 1.3 ट्रिलियन का फूड हम वेस्ट करते हैं पोस्ट हार्वेस्ट. So it has shared lot of data in the editorial, and then later on it is also suggesting the practical examples कि we are one of the largest countries and one of the countries who produce good amount of food, but still we have so many people, crores and crores of people who are sleeping hungry, who do not have enough food, enough resources. But India is self-sustainable just because we are not able to have cold storage infrastructure or other facilities. There are so many people who are dying because of hunger. Good evening, Kunal, Rishi, Ekta, Irtiba, competitive field, Deepak Kumar, everyone. Then comes the second one. Second one I've covered in the heading, but it has not been discussed in detail. Now the second one, going beyond the metaphor, young at heart. So this editorial has been written by the chairperson of the Apollo Hospital. I'm just telling you here it has not been discussed. Why? Because it's not directly relevant from the UPSC perspective. But all you need to know, as you must be knowing, the cardiovascular diseases, they are on rise, especially the young people, and young people are facing very sudden heart attacks as well due to their poor diet, due to their sedentary lifestyle, due to alcohol, due to smoking, cigarettes, tobacco. All of those reasons have been explained. If you want to read out of curiosity, you can definitely go for it, but not directly related from the UPSC perspective. Then comes, as you all know, the United Nations General Assembly. The 80th summit is going on. In that, Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif throws stones at India, and India replied back. Also by the External Affairs Minister Subramanyam Jaishankar. What all important in this news item is all the important organization, the international organizations which are crucially important for your exam perspective. Okay, we'll be seeing that as well. Then comes Man Ki Baat, in which PM Modi is saying vocal for local. We all know he is saying after the tariff war, the exporters of India will suffer the brunt of the tariffs. So it is saying that you buy more of local goods in order to promote and support the local businessmen, local people who are earlier selling their goods to the outside countries, but now their production should be involved and should be purchased more by the Indian citizens only. Okay, absolutely right, Ekta. Youngsters, bad lifestyle, all are the reasons. Then comes the AstroSat. Now it has completed 10 years. It is India's first multi-wave space observatory. We have a PYQ as well based on this. We'll be doing that. It has completed 10 years, a decade among the stars. Only that much is relevant, nothing much. And last, under the science section, one mountain is mentioned, that is Mount Fuji. It's Japan's tallest mountain. Japan's tallest mountain. Okay, so we'll quickly begin with the first one. This is the most important in today's newspaper. Rest of the news are important but not as such important, but this, trust me, you can write down the value addition points and use it in your GS2 governance and social justice as well. Then comes here on September 29th, world observes International Day of Awareness of the Food Loss and Waste, which will draw attention to the silent crisis that undermines both food and climate security. And now again we got one fact: 1/3 of all food produced is either lost or wasted. So here you all have got 1 point, that is 1/3. 1/3 जितना भी total food produce होता है उसमें से 1/3 is lost and wasted. So again it's a very important and a very easy fact to learn. You can write these fact and underline when you are writing the mains answer. Good evening, Raman Upadhyay. Then comes, there was a study by NABARD. It was conducted under the Ministry of Food and Processing. In this they have said that the losses are remainingly very, very high, and also the post-harvest losses are estimated at 1.5 trillion annually. Now two facts we have learned till now. Globally 1/3 of the food produced is wasted and lost. And second fact we have learned that India का हार्वेस्टिंग होने के बाद जस्ट बिकॉज हमारे पास इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर नहीं है, हमारे पास उतनी फैसिलिटी नहीं है टू स्टोर द पेरिशेबल आइटम्स, एंड दैट इज व्हाई इट गॉट वेस्टेड, इट गॉट लॉस्ट. सो उससे हमें कितना लॉस हो रहा है? 1.3 ट्रिलियन एनुअली. राइट, टू फैक्ट्स वी हैव लर्न टिल नाउ. उसके बाद बच्चे यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा डेटा है. यू डू नॉट हैव टू लर्न 3.7% of agriculture GDP. You can learn this. It's easy, right? 1.5 rupees trillion losses annually, which is 3.5% of agriculture GDP. ठीक है. उसके बाद हम देखते हैं each ton represent not only foregone nutrition. अब again अगर food नहीं मिल रहा है, पहली बात तो nutrition नहीं मिल रही, उसके बाद उस फूड को प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए जो एनर्जी लगी, जो लेबर लगी, जितनी रिसोर्सेज लगे, या जितनी भी फैमिलीज इन्वॉल्व हुई, जितना पैसा लगा, एवरीथिंग इज वेस्ट, everything is not fruitful. So it is saying it's not only nutrition but also waste, energy and labors. Then comes to next, millions of tons of food lost every year with serious consequences for farmer income, national food availability, environmental sustainability and climate stability. Right, so all these are getting impacted as well. Then we will come to this part, that is the sustainable development goal. As I've told you, so sustainable development goal, you just remember 12. Do not remember 12.3 this. It's difficult to remember when you're writing the mains answer. Just remember the 12th sustainable goal, that is global food loss and waste in the national indicator. So basically जब मिनिस्ट्री ने कहा कि चलो सर्वे करते हैं कि कितना फूड लॉस हो रहा है और कितना फूड वेस्ट हो रहा है, तब उसने अपने पैरामीटर्स में कि किस पैरामीटर में हम जज करेंगे, उस पैरामीटर में सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल को भी रखा. सो एडिटोरियल इज सेइंग दैट यस, द गवर्नमेंट इज सीरियस इनफ. गवर्नमेंट को पता है कि ये वाले एसडीजी गोल में हमें रख के ही एग्जैक्ट पैरामीटर्स पता लगेंगे. एंड वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू, एज पर नीति आयोग earlier estimate around 40% of fruits and vegetables are also got lost or also got wasted. So 40% of fruits and vegetables, and they are the most, perishable, or they are perishable items, and they're at the same time they are vulnerable as well. Right, they are perishable and vulnerable as well. उसके बाद बात आती है Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, National Institute of Food Technology. This support from Green Climate Fund provides first detailed preparation greenhouse gas emission. This study covered, basically it is saying in simple terms, you do not have to remember all the organizations. NABARD, it's your homework to do it. Otherwise यहाँ पे बस इतना कह रहा है कि food processing में हम waste तो कर रहे हैं, but food processing में बहुत ज़्यादा greenhouse gas एमिशंस भी होती हैं. सो इट इज अफेक्टिंग क्लाइमेट एज वेल. इसीलिए फूड वेस्ट, फूड लॉस कम होना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है, बिकॉज इट इज इंटरलिंक्ड विद द क्लाइमेट. देन कम्स द नेक्स्ट, इन टोटल फूड लॉस, देन अगेन it is telling the same data, generates over 33 million tons of CO2 emissions each year, preventable through efficient and resilient food system. Through these systems we can reduce around 33 million tons of CO2. Again, अगर याद होता है तो इसे याद कर लो, otherwise 3 facts which we have covered, that is more than enough here. Okay, 33 million tons. Again, not a hard one कि इतनी हमारी million tons CO2 emit होती है. अगर हमारे पास efficient and resilient system है, तो we can definitely control this much emissions. Okay, everyone. Then we move to the next. Now comes the practical solutions. If you look here, the strengthening cold chain infrastructure होना बहुत जरूरी है. Then comes the pre-cooling refrigerated transport system, which are vital for perishables such as fruits, vegetables, dairy, meat. Again, I have put important here because these are the solutions. When you're writing mains answer, way forward के ऊपर these should be the solutions. पहला कि भाई refrigerator होना चाहिए, pre-cooling refrigerator, which is vital for the perishable commodities. Fruits हो गए, vegetable हो गए, dairy हो गई, meat हो गई, all of that. Then there is a yojana, that is Sampada Yojana. Sampada Yojana, but now it is known as Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. So basically it is all about the agro processing. Agro processing, जितने भी गुड्स एग्रीकल्चर के प्रोड्यूस हो गए हैं उनको कोल्ड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में रखना, उनकी प्रॉपर टेक केयर करना, सो दैट कम से कम वेस्टेज, कम से कम लॉस हो, and it should reach the ultimate end consumer. Okay, then we move to the next, that is the solar cold infrastructure. Here the low cost cooling chambers, perishable moisture proof silos of grains can help. Just a rough idea, right? And उसके बाद आपने कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी अप्लाई करोगे? AI and IoT, that is internet of things sensors. Now these technologies you can use in majority of your answers. Whatever is being asked, आजकल कोई ऐसी फील्ड नहीं है, इंडस्ट्री नहीं है जहाँ पे AI का यूज ना हो, जहाँ पे इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स का यूज ना हो. You can use these terminologies in order to add keywords while writing your answers. Then there is one app as well, that is by Food and Agriculture Organization, that is Food Loss app, which was launched in 2023. It allows to track the losses across the value chain. A value chain कैसे? Different countries, suppose India to Bangladesh, then Bangladesh to Myanmar, then Myanmar to somewhere it is going to Thailand. So through this app we can figure it out कि कितना loss हो रहा है. Again, it's a key word while writing the mains answer. With this we have completed just the last part. Saving food means saving the climate, conserving resources and protecting livelihood. Now this could be a conclusion. So this is how you have to pick up your answer writing from the entire part of the editorial. Now we have PYQ for you. Quickly solve this question, everyone. Good. Artaba, Dattaraj, Rishi, Roshni. Good. So the first statement says CACP recommend the minimum support price for 32 crops. It is not 32, it is 23 crops, right? We have 7 cereals, then we have 5 pulses, and then we have 7 oil seeds plus 4 commercial crops, right? So there are total 23. Now which ministry? It is not the Consumer Affairs Ministry, rather it is Agriculture Ministry, which has launched National Food Security Mission. So the correct answer is D. Okay, one more question for you from the year 2016. Quickly, easy one. Now the question says Green India Mission. It has nothing to do with the state and the union budget. It is India's mission launched by the central government. It is not asking कि भाई आप अपने budget में environmental के benefits लाओ. It has nothing related to it. So first is wrong. Second, green revolution. Do you think? Absolutely not. This is the keyword here, right? This is wrong. The third, forest cover बढ़ाना है, climate change को, adaptation mitigation. It's a very general statement. Third is right. B is the correct. C is the correct answer here. Sorry, C, right? Third is the correct answer here. Then comes India signals alignment with the global south. Now, as I've told you before as well, India is acting as a leader of the global south. We have seen on many occasions, many scenarios in which even our Prime Minister Narendra Modi going to various countries like Trinidad, Tobago, Argentina, Brazil, Namibia, and focusing on building its relations with those countries. At the same time, we are emphasizing a lot and focusing or highlighting the issues which are being faced by the global south countries. For example, climate unsustainability, for example, food insecurity, or Ukraine-Russian war impact on the global south countries, or we are also talking about least developed countries, that is LDC. Then we are talking about landlocked least developed countries and small island developing societies. So basically small island developing countries. Now all these countries we are focusing upon, but here if you see this news article, all the major international or multilateral groupings are mentioned. As I say, it is very, very important. If you can make notes of these organizations, make it, because every year the questions are being asked from these organizations. And at the same time, India has also criticized the sanctions which has been imposed on India, or the lectures which is being given by the Western world to India, despite India following its own path towards the peace and development, but Western countries acting as very, what do we call, biasness and favoritism. We all have seen what's happening between United States of America and Pakistan. Then Iran attacked Qatar, and after that Israel attacked Qatar. Then Saudi Arabia signing a pact, the mutual defense pact with Pakistan. So the global outlook is not very nice. It is with lot of challenges, lot of multilateral things that needs to be taken care. So all these you need to do it on your own, right? Each and every organization needs to be done. Then comes the next, quickly everyone. Good. Government job, Dattaraj, Irtaba Bhatt, Rishi. Rishi has given the wrong answer. Dattaraj, stream, wrong answer. Ekta, very good. Irtaba and Ekta have given the correct answer. That is International Bank of Reconstruction and Development. A is the correct answer of International Development Association, a lending agency is administered by, that is IBRD, that is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Then comes the next, again vocal for local. He is asking to buy more of khadi products, And on 2nd of October, on Gandhi Jayanti, he's asking each one of us to buy at least one Khadi product and take pride in Swadeshi, take pride in the self-produced goods, take pride in Atmanirbharta, right? So he's focusing on that, and at the same time, he has also mentioned the women who have made history by circumnavigating the globe in a double-handed sailing vessel. They have touched the Point Nemo. Now, Point Nemo is the most remote location in the world. It is not very easy to reach there, either by land or by sea. And this is also, the Point Nemo is located in Southern Ocean. Okay, located in Southern Ocean, and is the most inaccessible place on the earth. It is not that easy. Okay, so these are this you can use as an example. That is why I've highlighted. You can use it as an example. If a question on women comes, definitely use it. Then GST Bachat Utsav, we all know the 4 GST percentage: 0%, 5%, then we have 18%, then we have 40%. Okay, everyone, done, right? Nothing much here. Then we move to the next, AstroSat. Now, AstroSat is India's first dedicated it's a first dedicated multi-space observatory. Multi-space observatory, right? इसका अगर हम weight की बात करें, it is 1513 kg, which was being lifted off 650 kilometer above by PSLV C30 rocket, right? So 3 things we have learned. It is India's first dedicated multi-wave space observatory. Second fact we have learned, 1513 किलो का इसका वजन था. उसके बाद 650 किलोमीटर above the orbit part, and then PSLV C30 was the rocket. Now इसका aim, इसका objective क्या था? ये multi-wave, I said multi-wave space observatory in India's dedicated first, right? India का पहला mission था. So now this is doing multi-wave observations of different astronomical objects which are there in the space. So multi-wave observations of different astronomical projects or units which are there in the space, usko ye observe kar raha hai. And one more thing, India is not the first country. India is not the first country. Before that, United States of America, European Union, Russia and Japan have launched their own astrosats, but India is the 5th country. India is the 5th country. Got it? Done. Then we move to the next. That is again a question for you. Quickly, everyone. Is it the first country? It's a 5th country. After United States of America, Japan, European Union and Russia. So it is the only country. That means it is the 3rd one. Of course, it is not the 3rd one. It is the 5th one, right? So it is the 5th one. This is wrong. It is 2000 kg. Absolutely not. I just told you 1513 kg. 1513 kilo इसका वजन था, and not 1650. It was only 650 kilometer by PSLV C30 rocket. This is wrong. This is wrong. D is the correct answer, everyone. Okay. Then we move to the next. Again, this is just a picture. Now this is the Mount Fuji, right? It is the Japan's tallest mountain, and the वर्ल्ड पे ये 7th नंबर पे आता है and Asia के 2nd number पर. That's it. Only this much is relevant. Here I've just highlighted Mount Fuji. It is in Japan. ठीक है, you should be knowing. ठीक है, वर्ल्ड का 7th and Asia का 2nd. Only this much is relevant. Nothing else. Again, a quick question, everyone. If you know, you know. Otherwise, very good, Rishi, Roshni, Irtiba, all of you given the correct answer. The correct answer is the United States of America. So Mount St. Helens, volcanic mountain located in USA. It's in Washington. Okay, with this we have concluded today's daily news analysis session. If you face any issues in any of the article editorial, drop down in the comment section. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you everyone.